Okay, so in 4th unit, what we have learned, star delta and work power energy. So first of all, work power energy will tell you. Okay, so here see for work power energy. Today morning I shared with all of you that BL Thareja volume 1 and volume 2 link. All of you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That you refer, okay, for work power energy. Work power energy numericals. That one means whatever the material I gave you, local author book, that also you refer, plus this one also. BL Thareja. From BL Thareja also you do it. 1 minute. Opening documents. Okay, so see for work power energy, this one our class notes, right? This one I forwarded to all of you, whatever the numericals given here, whatever this theory I mentioned here, that theory you read from BL Thareja, okay? And plus all these numericals you solve. Whatever I have given over here, all the numericals you solve. See, for example, this one, motor pump. This type included in your syllabus. Okay. So see, first one is work power energy. So for work power energy, whatever this theory, this is our lecture notes. This theory you read from BL Thareja. Whatever the numericals I conducted over here, that you do this one. Same you refer from same type you do from local author book also, and VK Mehta also. From VK Mehta, which one type? BL Thareja, not VK Mehta. I'm sorry. BL Thareja is enough. Those who are interested, same type can do from VK Mehta also, but BL Thareja is enough. See, this one type. You please do. This one we conducted in lecture. Okay, during lecture. Again, here all parameters we have calculated. Sometimes they will ask you just energy consumption in kilowatt hour. Okay, or weekly or monthly or electricity bill, like this, based on this one type. Here resistance I have given, sometimes power rating is given, and suppose earlier one is of 100 watt, and now if I reduced it to 60 watt, then how much will be the power consumption in that case? Okay, means voltage is same, same number of lamps. Initially we are going to use 100 watt lamp, and then later on 60 watt lamp rather than 100 watt. So what will be the power consumption? Then how much will be the saving in that electricity bill in rupees? Okay, like this also. Okay, so this type also you please do. Same thing. That is time here you have been asked. In previous one, energy you get asked. This one type, everyone please do this type. An electrically driven pump. In local author book, whatever I have forwarded to you, 4-5 types are there, like this assembly, like this is the arrangement. Motor pump, it is lifting water. So please do these types of numerical. One is there in BL Thareja also, will show you. And in local author book, in class we conducted one type, this one. 3-4 more you will find in local author. So here you may get asked input only. See, in this numerical, sometimes you get asked only calculate output in joule. Sometimes they will ask you calculate input in joule. Okay, sometimes they will ask you calculate the current. In some numericals they will ask you per day, calculate energy consumed in joule per day, or in kilowatt hour energy consumed per day, or monthly how much will get consumed, or monthly electricity bill. Any of this parameter you will get asked. Or suppose here some parameter input is given, and you may get asked calculate the output or mass, like this also in kg, in this relationship. This relationship, everyone please keep in your mind. You have to use this. Okay. This type numerical you do, motor pump, any of the parameter you will get asked. This one also you do, please. Water head. Okay. Same you will find in BL Thareja also. So here we have calculated the volume of water in meter cube. They may ask you calculate the input energy here. Calculate output is given. Calculate input or mass. Subpart also you will get asked. Again, here everyone concentrate. See, this is about the handwritten notes. From this now, everyone see local author book. This is the local author book. I told you this is the theory part. You read it from BL Thareja. Here also you can go through it, but BL Thareja is more authenticate. Again, don't do the thermal system. Got it, everyone? Thermal system you don't have to do, only electrical and mechanical system. Now here see, motor pump I already told you that do this motor pump type. This one also you please do. Again, this one also, one type we conducted, similar type it is. This one also, same thing, motor pump only. This one, everyone please listen. This one, you please do it. You will get the thing. Sub part of it is means not complete. Means maybe if difficult level is there, then complete you will get asked. For easy level, sub part of it. Moderate level, sub part of it. Okay. This one also, everyone please do. Vehicle moving on slope. This type you please do. Again, same electric pump. Thermal not there in your syllabus. This one also water head. It is there in the handwritten. This is about the local author book. Now see BL Thareja. Everyone please concentrate here. BL Thareja volume 1 will tell you. See here, page number, work power energy. See, work power energy is there on 1 minute. Work power energy, where it is. Unit number 4. Na? Work power energy 185. Everyone concentrate here. Solve all these numericals. Once you solve that one, local author and handwritten, this one also easily you can, same type it is. थोड़ा change है हर एक numerical में. Slide change. This one is which page number? See this one. See, everyone concentrate. Whatever BL Thareja, you can note down this numbers also. Don't do the which one system? Thermal system don't do. From C, this one you do 3.5. This link I already forwarded to you. Through that link, open BL Thareja. This one you do 3.5. This type we conducted during lectures, isn't it? Then 3.6. Also you please do 3.5, 3.6 also. 3.7 also you do. Then 3.8 also. Means from 3.5 all numericals. You can note it down. From 3.5, example number 3.5, its page number will tell you 171. Okay, 171, 3.5. These numericals everyone please do from BL Thareja. 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.8 important. Okay, 3.9 also you please do. 3.9, is it based on thermal? 1 minute. Don't do 3.9. Don't do 3.9. 3.9 is based on thermal system, so you don't have to do that. Okay, don't do 3.9. Then 3.10. No, this one also you don't do. It comes under, I think, this one thermal system, isn't it? Battery. Okay. 1 minute. No need to do 3.10. 3.11 obviously thermal system, don't do it. 3.12. This one you do 3.12. See that motor pump assembly. Do 3.12. Then 3.13 also. 14 also. Yes. 14. 1 minute. Reservoir. Just 14 not required. 15 you do. Okay. This one not required. See, we'll tell you which one. Don't do this. 14 not required. Yes, all of you are listening to me. Don't do 14, 15, 16. Don't do 14, 15. 15 you can. Okay, don't do 15 also. 16 also. Don't do 16 also. Okay. 17 you have to do. All of you listening means from where we have started from 3.5. Don't do 14, 15 from 3.5. All you do except thermal, and 14, 15, 16 based on hydroelectric power plant, but that is difficult. That is not there in your syllabus. 14, 15 and 16. 17 you please do. 18 also you please do. 19 also. 19 also you please do. Then don't do this thermal. 20 is based on thermal. Don't do it. Again 22 please do it. 22 you please do. 22 onwards all. From 22 which one is based on thermal? 20 don't do 20. 20 is based on thermal. Then again from 21 onwards all numericals you do. 21 because see lift kind there. 21, 22, 23. Do it all. 24, 25. Everyone got it? From 3.5 up to end 3.25, all sums you please practice it. Only whatever in between comes related to means electrical is the input and thermal is the output. Means heater, iron, furnace. Don't do such kind of numericals. And 14, 15, 16 and 16. These are based on hydroelectric plant, but which is more difficult. That is also not included. Means which one type you do? Lift, motor pump assembly, and this lift kind. Okay. And that electricity means so and so number of lamps, each of lamp is so and so watt. So how much will be the power consumed? How much will be the energy consumed? What will be the cost? What will be the electricity bill per day, weekly, again monthly, so on. Okay. On work power energy related to theory, these are the numericals included on work power energy. Is this clear? Any difficulty regarding work power energy? Hello, students, are you listening? Okay, got it? Okay. Again, attendance link I will post because you joined late. Attendance, everyone please mark. Okay, this is about the work power energy. Now, which one? Star delta. 1 minute. We have seen everything. Just to revise in 5 minutes for star delta. Whatever I conducted on each and every topic you do on that star delta. Let me open it. This one document, 3-phase AC supply. It is there, that local author book where you can find it. See this one, AC unit 2, AC part 2, like this is the title. 1 minute, let me open it. I have to search for that. Unit 2, part 2, like this is the title. AC fundamentals. No, AC fundamentals is second unit. 1 minute. Just a minute. Part 2. Where is that document? Here it is. AC unit part 2. Okay. So each and every point, whatever we have covered in lecture, that you please do for star delta. Again, we'll just summarize. See, we'll tell you, based on this question, MCQ question, that is algebraic sum of phasor addition of these three instantaneous voltages at any instant is. What are these three equation of symmetric three-phase AC supply? So based on this question is there, their phasor addition is 0. Okay. Again, balanced load means what? Magnitude also must be same, angle also must be same, and nature of power factor must be same. All three must get satisfied. Then the balance load, this point we have seen. Then this is the star connection. For star connection, whatever the derivation, based on this numericals are numericals, and based on this relations, numericals and theory questions. Means 4 options given. Suppose VL is √3 times VPH, IL is equals to IPH. Second option, IL is √3 times IPH, VL is equals to. So which one is correct? So this one is correct. Or values are given, calculate VL, VPH, or single phase active power, reactive power, apparent power. This is the formula for single phase active power, 3-phase active power, and for reactive power, apparent power also we have seen, numericals also we have seen. That type you do. Whatever given in handwritten notes, that one you do, and same 2-3 more from local author book you do. That is more than enough. Okay. Again, for same thing for delta. Same thing for delta. Whatever the VL is equals to VPH and IL is √3 times IPH. So based on that, theory questions and numericals. Which one relationship is true? So this one, and numericals on it. Either calculate single phase active, reactive, apparent power. Okay. So sometimes in this numerical, you know, whatever this formula you have to use. Sometimes you have to use see. Suppose I draw the power triangle. What is the formula for active power? Suppose this is S, this is P, and this is Q. Along with this, whatever we have seen, some more I am asking you. What is the, from this power triangle, what will you write the formula for P?
S cos theta.
Correct. Correct. S cos phi. And Q is what? S sin phi. Sometimes you have to use this. Means P is given, Q is given. So how you will find out S? P is given, Q is
under root P square plus Q square.
Correct. Square root of P square plus Q square is S. And once you get S, P is given, phi, cos phi you can calculate. Isn't it? Means like this. Means P is given, Q is given, voltage is given. And they will ask you, calculate the power factor, impedance, and so and so. So here what you can use, P is S cos phi, Q is S sin phi. So using this cos phi you will get. And S is what? Square root of P square plus Q square. Isn't it? Okay, such type, the rest type we have covered. Okay, so whatever I have conducted, see, this one numerically you solve. This one also you please go through this. Again, whatever I conducted, one more, if you remember that the power consumption in star it is more or in delta it is more. MCQ question. Yes, power consumption in star is more or in delta is more. In delta. And how much it is? 3 times. 3 times that of star. Okay. So that numerical also is there in the, all of you can see the recordings. So it is there. Again, based on 3-phase symmetric AC supply. What else? What is the phase difference? See, this one is the phasor diagram. See, this is the, all of you can see, suppose this one. In handwritten notes also you can see this phasor diagram. See, this is a diagram for star. Resultant of phase voltage is line voltage, means this is the phasor diagram of star, and in delta resultant of phase current is line current. Okay, so MCQ question, for balance 3-phase delta star connected load, what is the phase difference between VL and VPH? What is the phase difference? 30 degree. VL leads or VL lags? VL
Leads.
VL leads VPH by 30 degree. Reverse is the case for delta. But we have seen for delta, if you remember for delta, that current comes in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant for delta. Means line current. Means there, see here, this one. See. This is IRY. They consider it along this. You can consider it along x-axis also. This whatever we show units. So this is called delta. This one. Delta. This one is called delta. See, here I have considered it along x-axis. This one also correct. So IYB, IDR. This one we have seen phasor diagram. Resultant of phase current is line current. So here also, what is the phase difference for balanced delta connected load connected across symmetric three-phase AC supply? What is the phase difference between line and phase current? How much is the phase difference? Yes, here also same as that of star, 30 degree, where IPH leads or lags. See the phasor diagram, what you can see here, IPH leads or lags. IPH leads IL by 30 degree. Okay.
Lead.
What else again here? Again, which part? Unit all of you know. If kilowatt is there, then active power. VAR is there, then reactive power. VA is there, then apparent power. What else again? Per phase, then whatever the numericals we have seen, so sub part of it you will get asked. Either they will ask you calculate the impedance or R or L or XL. You just concentrate whether XL is given or XC is given. In ohm it is. Whether you get asked to calculate L or C. L in Henry, C is in farad or microfarad. Concentrate on each and every factor. Angle I told you, angle is positive means lagging power factor. Okay. Angle is negative means leading power factor. Okay. So all types of numerical we have covered. Again, anything else left? All points we have covered, right? Okay. So this is about the 4th unit. I think that. For 4th unit, work or energy, I told you, isn't it? So, star delta, we have taken all types of numericals. Okay. Again, here one important thing. See, in this phasor diagram, suppose we'll see the phasor diagram. For example, in this derivation, this is what this is. This one you take. I erase all the things. Now see here, everyone please concentrate. Okay. Let me bring this document. See here now, suppose this is the IBR, isn't it? Reverse of it is what? Minus IBR. If this is IBR, then reverse of it is minus IBR. Suppose IBR value is 2 ampere. Suppose IBR value is 2 ampere. So can you tell me at what angle you will write it? With reference to this. Yes, 2 at an angle of what? What you will write for IBR? All of you know phase difference between IRY, YB and VR 120 degree. That you know. So can you tell me? Suppose IBR polar form I wanted to write. Magnitude is 2. So at what angle you will write it? With reference to this x-axis. ये lead कर रहा है क्या? Is it leading to IRY?
Yes.
So leading parameter, see na, in anti-clockwise direction. By how much degree?
120.
So here it will be plus 120 degree, isn't it? Plus 120 degree. Or suppose 2 at an angle of, what you can write? See, is it lagging to IRY? What we can
Yes.
say? It,
Yes,
So by how much degree? Minus 240 degree. Isn't it?
240 minus
Means both the forms are same. Minus 240 degree. Both the forms are same. Okay, this is about this phasor. So suppose it's given to you, that is, it is 2 at an angle of 120 degree. So how much will be IRB? How much will be IRB? So see here, this is magnitude is 2. It is at an angle of plus 120 degree. So IRB nothing but what? When you reverse this one, we mark it as minus IBR. We mark it as minus IBR, nothing but this minus IBR is nothing but plus IRB. This one everyone got? Minus IBR I can write as plus IRB. Now its magnitude will be same as that of this, that is 2. And what will be the angle? Can you tell me? What will be its angle? If this is 120 DC, ये पूरा कितना रहेगा? This total is how much?
minus 60.
नहीं, टोटल ये IBR और माइनस IBR के बीच में पूरा एंगल कितना है?
180.
180 डिग्री, isn't it? This total is 180 डिग्री. तो ये कितना हुआ फिर? ये वाला
120.
120. अगर ये 120 डिग्री है तो ये कितना रहेगा? 60 degree. And with reference to this, we have to write with reference to this. I am writing both IBR also with reference to this positive real axis, and IRB also I wanted to write with reference to positive real axis. Okay. So if under option, IBR. So see here, which one? This is what? This is 60 degree. Just now you told me. Now with reference to this, can you tell me this IRB, that is this phasor, lagging or leading with reference to this IRY? Clockwise,
Lagging.
clockwise direction में तो lagging है, तो plus 60 degree आएगा या minus? Lagging है इसलिए minus. So इसकी value क्या आएगी? 2 at an angle of minus 60 degree. Got the thing? Okay. So suppose IBR given 2 at an angle of 120 degree. So what will be IRB? IRB nothing but is what? Minus IBR. Okay. When you reverse this phasor, whenever I reverse IBR, I represent it minus IBR. Okay. So minus IBR is nothing but plus IRB. So what is plus IRB? Magnitude will be same 2, and what will be its angle? With reference to this phasor we write, because earlier one also plus 120 degree I have written with reference to this positive real axis. So this one also with reference to that. So this total is 180 degree, and this total is, see, this total is 180 degree. And this one is 120 degrees. So the rest is 60, and this one is lagging. So 2 at an angle of minus 60 degree is minus IBR, nothing but plus IRB. Got the thing, everyone? So if this is given in polar form, write down this in polar form. Okay. Again, what else you have to use here? Any point left? Let me check. 3-phase AC circuit. We have finished all, whatever the contents we have finished in lecture. Best means every point we have covered, and on every point questions you will get asked. Okay. And all of you know the pattern. On every unit, 5 question, easy level, each of 1 mark. Then 3 questions, moderate level, each of 2 marks. And again what at the end, difficult level के कितने हैं? 2 है या कितने हैं? 15 मार्क का एक यूनिट है ना. So 5 questions, each of 1 mark. Then 2 mark, this is 6. 3 questions each of, and 2 questions, difficult level के 2 questions, each of 2 marks, that is 4 marks. So total 15 mark. Means you will get on every unit 5 questions. On every unit 5 questions. easy level, each of 1 mark. Then 3 questions, moderate level, each of 2 marks, that is 6 marks it is. And difficult level, 2 questions, each of 2 marks, and that will be of 4 marks. Means total 6 plus 4 plus 5, 15 marks. 15 marks question on unit 1, 15 marks on unit 2, 15 marks on unit 3, and 15 marks on unit 4. Okay, like this total 60 marks. Again, a number of questions, how many? 5 plus 3 plus 2 means 10. 10 questions on every unit. Okay, like this. So I think in third unit everything is fourth unit everything is done. Now we will see about the third one unit. Third unit. I'll close this. All the documents related to. If any point left, please ask me. If you have any query, please ask me. No one will ask you to draw the phasor diagram, but questions on phasor diagrams are there because this is the MCQ exam. Okay, so transformer now. Transformer. For transformer, whatever the points I covered in lecture that you do handwritten notes that I posted on Google Classroom also, VOLP also, WhatsApp also. Then that local author book, 2 books are there, isn't it? So both you go through that, numericals in both, this is more than sufficient. Okay, and similar type more if you want to solve, those who are interested can go for BL Thareja. Otherwise, whatever local author I have given you, that one material is enough, more than enough. Okay, so for transformer, input and output is in which form?
Mummy.
Yes, for transformer input and output. Mute yourself, students. Input and output is in which for transformer?
AC.
And see, each and every point we have covered during lectures. Each and based on that, every point questions are there in your syllabus. Okay, just I am revising everything. Input and output is AC. Transformer works on which principle? Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. What's about which parameter remains constant? Frequency, input and output frequency changes or remains constant for transformer?
Constant.
Remains constant. Input frequency, output frequency remains constant. Transformer, it's a static device. What it does, it transfers electrical power from or energy from primary to secondary with the change in voltage and current. But what's about input and output frequency remains constant. Okay. Again, full load, whenever I say V1, I1, my document open करती then it becomes easy to explain. Okay, this is the numerical, this is the book. It's easy to understand, so explain each and every point. We have seen primary and secondary winding are made up of which material? Copper. Transformer core is made up of which material? Silicon steel. Why it is made up of silicon steel? To reduce which loss? Hysteresis loss. Hysteresis loss. And it is made up of, it is not solid. Whether it is solid or laminated, it is laminated. Why it is laminated? To reduce which loss? Eddy current loss. Okay. Which one loss is constant? Iron loss, core loss, that is eddy current loss and hysteresis loss. As I started explaining losses, we'll go directly to that. See, we have seen this copper loss. As you change load, I1, I2 changes. That's why it is called as variable loss, directly proportional. As you increase load, copper loss increases. Another loss is core loss, iron loss. Hysteresis loss, how you can minimize hysteresis loss? By using that silicon steel core you make which material? Silicon steel. Hysteresis loss will be less. How you can minimize eddy current loss? That core you manufacture laminated rather than solid, so eddy current loss you can minimize. Formula we have seen, formula, its unit, what are the parameters, again eddy current loss we have seen formula and unit. Based on formula and unit, questions are there included in your syllabus. Okay, so do it this formula, which one is the correct formula, what is the unit, then to reduce eddy current loss, what we can do, use laminated core rather than solid core. Detail we have seen about this. Again, which one is the correct formula for induced EMF? E1 is self-induced EMF, E2 is mutually induced EMF. Which one is correct formula? Numericals on this. In this formula, what is phi? Phi, it's a flux, where flux density we have seen. That is numerical. I think one by one, on every topic will say that will be the better. See, in this is the condition on no load. So on no load, which loss takes place in the transformer? On no load, what is the EMF induced on secondary? E2. On no load, how much EMF get induced on secondary? E2, which is equal to V2 at no load. E2 is mutually induced EMF, E1 is self-induced EMF. Okay, at no load, whatever the current flowing through the transformer primary is very less, it has to overcome only copper loss, and iron loss is constant. Okay, copper loss is very less at no load and iron loss is constant. Okay, all these things we have seen. Again, one more thing is there. See, based on ideal transformer also, that point. See, we have seen the practical transformer, means copper winding has resistance, isn't it? R1, R2. Losses are there, core loss is there, copper loss is there. Again, leakage flux is there. So this is about the practical transformer. And the ideal one is which one? Reverse of all these things. Means no leakage flux is there. Okay, no copper loss is there. Means resistance of windings is 0. No core loss is there. Okay, no core loss is there. Again, what else? This is all about the ideal transformer. Is it possible? It's not. But for ideal transformer, which one is the correct statement? Like this question. For practical transformer, which one of the following is the correct statement? Like this. So just go through the points of which one is called as the ideal transformer. In that reference notes, it is there. Which one? Just now I told you. Resistance of the winding is 0. No leakage reactance. Again, losses are 0, means copper loss is 0, core loss is 0. Okay, so this one is about the ideal transformer. Again, here voltage equation on primary, voltage equation on secondary, we have seen. At no load, I2 is 0, W2 is 0, E2 is equals to V2. This one we have seen. Based on losses, just now I told you what every point we have covered. Just I'm revising here. Transformation ratio, based on this numericals we conducted, you will get asked numericals on this. V1 I1 cos of phi 1 on primary, V2 I2 cos of phi 2 on secondary. Calculate copper loss, full load copper loss. KVA rating given. V1, V2 given, means primary side voltage, secondary side voltage, and resistance is given. Calculate full load copper loss. So we have seen such numericals. Okay, this one formula you have to use. Again, calculate this one formula. Everyone keep in your mind. KVA rating into 10 to the power 3 is V1 I1 is equals to V2 I2. Sometimes you have to use this one. V2 by V1 is equals to I1 by I2 based on this numerical. Based on this numerical, we have seen. Okay, based on this also numerical we have seen. Okay, calculate I1 full load, calculate I2 full load, and once you get I1 full load, I2 full load, R1, R2 given, calculate full load copper loss. So I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2. Okay. Which one rule is used to find out the direction of magnetic field produced around a current carrying conductor? Right hand thumb rule. Okay. Transformer works on which principle? Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. One more thing is there regarding ideal transformer. Practically, relative permeability of that silicon steel is very high, and that's why opposition to the flow of flux is very less. Means what is expected, whatever the magnetic material you are using for the manufacturing of that core, its relative permeability should be very high. So ideal transformer is the one who, what do you think? In ideal transformer, relative permeability of that core is, yes, 0 or infinity?
Infinity.
Very good, infinity. That one point is also there. For ideal transformer is the one whose core has relative permeability infinity, but practically it's not possible. Okay. Again, what else? This one we have seen. Yes, flux in the core of a transformer from no load condition up to full load condition. Load on transformer, you go on changing continuously from no load up to full load. What's about flux in the core? Remains constant, changes? Yes,
Constant.
constant. Why flux in the core remains constant? Because V1 is constant.
V1 is constant.
And that's why whatever the losses taking place in the core are always constant. Okay. How flux in the core remains constant, that we have seen. Core type, shell type, we have seen the difference. Okay. In core type, here you can see 2 limbs are there. Here 3 limbs are there. This is the example of series magnetic circuit. This is the example of parallel magnetic circuit. Here core surrounds, windings surround core. Here core surrounds winding. And third one type is also there, Bailey type, which is used for distributed magnetic field. When K is greater than 1, which one transformer? Step up. Then in this, which is true? These are. Step down. Which one is true? 1 to when K is 1, isolation transformer, 1 to 1 transformer. Okay, we have seen all this based on these questions. Okay, next. Primary copper loss, calculate. See, sometimes using this formula you have to calculate the copper loss, total copper loss. Sometimes using this you have to calculate the copper loss, and sometimes using second one, where it is, it's not here. Okay, I think next page, on next page it is. And sometimes using this. All the 3 formula you keep in your mind, any one you have to use to calculate the total copper loss. Got the thing? Then refer to primary, calculate. In the numericals you may get asked, calculate R2 dash. That is resistance of secondary referred to primary means only R2 dash. That is R2 by K square you may get asked to calculate, or total equivalent resistance of transformer referred to primary, calculate R1E. Same for X2 dash, X1E, either calculate X2 dash or X1E. Same referred to secondary, calculate R1 dash or R2E. Okay, or same for X1 dash or X2E. So do this, all formula. In every, on this formula, we have seen the numericals. Okay. Now, next one is for this this transformer, only you keep this formula in your mind. Magnetizing component and IC, I0 cos phi, and IM is I0 sin phi. What is IM and IC that we have seen? First one is magnetizing component, and second one is to overcome the copper loss, which takes place at no load and which is very less. Okay, I0 is this one formula you keep in your mind. See here, active component. IM is magnetizing component, IC is active component. No one will ask you to draw this, but just now whatever the formula we have seen, that is R2 by K square, X2 by K square, R1 plus R2 dash, based on this numericals. Okay, this one type we have seen the numerical, Everyone, please do this type numerical. See, in this type, what we used to calculate I1 full load, I2 full load. Then here, what is given to you? Maximum flux density given and cross sectional area you have given. Huh? So replace it by flux. You can replace by this and calculate number of turns on primary, number of turns on secondary. Okay, like this numerical, calculate E1, E2, calculate I1 full load, I2 full load. So this type numericals, please do it. Whatever handwritten notes and local author book sufficient. Okay. Again, direct loading method. Direct loading method, everything we have seen. As you go in direct loading method, input voltage V1 is constant, flux is constant, E1, E2 also constant. Okay, as you go on increasing the load, I1, I2, W1, W2 increases, V2 decreases. Okay. See, calculate full load copper loss. Any of this formula you have to use. Then efficiency, keep this formula on efficiency, very important. Efficiency numericals are there in your syllabus. Okay, so how to calculate N, and this is the general formula for full load efficiency, half load efficiency, or when the load is 75%, 85%, calculate the efficiency. We have seen the formula. What is the condition at maximum efficiency? Iron loss and copper loss are equal, and relation between them below, after. Calculate current at maximum efficiency. Calculate KVA rating at maximum efficiency. Calculate voltage regulation. E2 given, V2 given. Calculate voltage regulation. Okay. For RL type of load, voltage regulation is positive or negative? Positive. E2 go on increasing. E2 for R and L type of load, what occurs? As you go on increasing load, V2 decreases. So V2 is always less than E2. That's why voltage regulation is positive. Reverse is the case for capacitive type of load. For capacitive type of load, voltage regulation is always negative. This one we have seen. Now, when the current is zero, what is the zero means what? At no load condition. At no load condition, what is the value of voltage regulation? Yes. What is the value of voltage regulation at no load condition?
0.
0. What is the ideal value of voltage regulation? What we expect, voltage regulation should be less or more?
Less.
Less means ideal value of voltage regulation is 0%. So which one transformer you will prefer, with less voltage regulation or with more voltage regulation?
Less voltage.
Less voltage regulation. Okay. Again, on voltage regulation, we have seen all these questions. Efficiency, we have seen this, calculate at full load, half load, 75% of load, and at maximum efficiency. So here one important point. Sometimes in numerical, they give full load copper loss. And you get asked, calculate the copper loss when the load is 80%. Tell me, suppose full load copper loss is 1000 watt. Full load copper loss is given to you, it is 1000 watt. And you will get asked, calculate the copper loss when the load is 80% of the full load. So how much it will be? What, see, 80% of full load it is, means what will be the value of N? If load is 80%, 80% of full load upon full
0.8.
load. So full load will cancel. So 0.8. So 0.8 its square into full load copper loss will be the copper loss at 80% of load. What the thing? ये formula ध्यान में रखो. Sometimes only full load copper loss is given and load is given, and they will ask you calculate the copper loss at that load. So ये formula है m square full load copper loss. So 0.8 its square is what? 0.64 into full load copper loss is what? 1000 watt. तो कितना आ गया? 640, like this. Got the thing? Sometimes in the numerical, full load copper loss is given and load they mention 75%, 80%, 65%. Then calculate the copper loss at that load. तो ये formula use करना है, n square full load copper loss. Okay, here n value we have find out at maximum efficiency. So for that purpose, whatever the copper loss at maximum efficiency, that we equate to iron loss, because we know for then using this N we have calculated. This is the one option we have seen, or directly a N kVA rating, whatever we have calculated, that you can use like this also. And N square copper loss 960, because at maximum efficiency iron and copper loss are equal. This one numerical we have seen during lecture. Okay, anything else? Auto transformer. Yes, auto transformer input and output is in which form? Just 15 minutes more. Auto transformer input and output is in which form? AC. Okay, in auto transformer, how many windings are there? Only one winding. So copper required will be less, costing will be less, size will be less. Okay, means of same kVA rating, if you manufacture two auto transformer, which one size will, of same kVA rating, if you manufacture one transformer and another is the auto transformer, so which one size will be less, of transformer or auto transformer? Of auto transformer, because less copper it is required and single winding. Only what is the application of transformer? To step up and to step down the voltage. What is the application of auto transformer? To apply variable AC voltage. Auto transformer is also called as variant thermostat. This point we have seen. Anything else left in this? One minute. You have time, na? You don't have anything na, at 9 o'clock.
We have LR lecture.
कौन सा lecture है?
LR.
Okay. Just 5-10 minutes. Fast I will finish. See, whenever LV side, HV side is there, suppose it's a high voltage winding. So high voltage winding, suppose on secondary, means it's a step up transformer. So current on secondary will be less. If current on secondary is less, means obviously resistance is more. Resistance is more means what? Cross sectional area is less. Relationship for HV winding cross sectional area again. 1 minute. That's it about this. We are finished with it. One more thing, voltage regulation. Voltage regulation वो जो हमने ये लिया है ना formula. Which one is correct formula? ये formula के ऊपर everyone ये देखो. Voltage regulation we have seen. So what is the formula of voltage regulation? For lagging power factor, leading power factor, ये type के numerical हमने लिए हैं. ये टाइप के न्यूमेरिकल ये देखो वोल्टेज रेगुलेशन कैलकुलेट यूजिंग दिस फार्मूला और दिस फार्मूला और दिस फार्मूला एंड व्हिच वन इज करेक्ट फार्मूला ओके दिस अबाउट द लैगिंग पावर फैक्टर लीडिंग पावर फैक्टर यूनिटी पावर फैक्टर तीनों के लिए for all these three conditions referred to primary referred to secondary which one is correct formula and based on that numericals okay and one more thing this one type we have seen ये टाइप का लिया है हमने न्यूमेरिकल this one you do refer to this transfer of parameters we have seen this one also efficiency and last one see this one this is the V2 this 100 volt is E2 and V2 using this calculate the voltage regulation and at no load I2 is 0 W2 is 0 that's why voltage regulation is 0 efficiency is also 0 over about the transformer for second unit see for first unit I will cover fast first unit के लिए क्या we have seen using superposition theorem calculate IL dash IL double dash IL triple dash and then we do the algebraic sum of all these three and we calculate the IL so now only 2 marks sum are there so not all three you will get asked anyone means suppose 1 minute this is 1 minute superposition का this one superposition terminals also I will open see here this one suppose superposition this one sum for example here see three sources are there so we used to calculate first considering only 100 volt IL dash isn't it we have calculated IL dash 100 volt. So in numerical you will get asked this is the circuit given and calculate current flowing through load resistance considering only 100 volt or considering only 50 volt or considering only 40 volt. And load resistance is given to you 1 ohm is the load resistance. Means suppose the question is like this, calculate current flowing through load resistance 1 ohm considering only 100 volt source using superposition theorem. Means 50 volt you have to make short, 40 volt you have to make short, and with only 100 volt calculate the current flowing through this. Means only 100 volt IL dash you calculate. They can ask you not because of that, only with 50 volt calculate IL double dash. Means any one you will get asked. If the sum is lengthy, if it is simple sum, then IL dash also you have to calculate, double dash also, and then they will ask you directly what is the value of IL. Okay, so lengthy sum hai to either this or this or this, and very short hai to this. Clear? This is about superposition. Thevenin's again the same thing. अगर लेंथी सम है तो दे विल आस्क यू टू जस्ट कैलकुलेट VTH. सी ये एक सम देखते हैं नेक्स्ट. ये दिस वन वी हैव कंडक्टेड इन लेक्चर. ओके, सो हियर VTH वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड. सी so if lengthy sum is there, they will ask you to for 2 marks only calculate VTH or only calculate RTH. And if the sum is lengthy short, then they will ask you calculate IL. Or for 1 mark, this is given, this is given, this is given, calculate this. Same for Nortons also. Same for Nortons also. Agar lengthy hai, so they will ask you calculate either only IN or ISC or RN. But agar short hai, so directly IL. Okay, and for 1 mark also using that formula, that sum. Or 2-3 resistances given in series in parallel, and they will ask you calculate the R equivalent or current flowing through any resistance or voltage drop across any resistance. Voltage division rule, current division rule using simple 1 mark. Okay. Again, what do you mean by node? What do you mean by junction? What do you mean by loop? That definition you read. Questions are there based on KVL statement, KCL statement, superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem. Read the statement. Okay, and charging and discharging of a capacitor. Which one is the correct formula for charging voltage, charging current, discharging voltage, discharging current, and numericals on that. That is, suppose during charging at t equals to 5 seconds, what is the charging voltage, what is the charging current, definition of tau. Means in terms definition of tau you read during charging also, during discharging also, for in terms of current also, voltage also. So based on that time constant, the time constant is so and so. Okay, means define time constant, or time constant is called as when during charging voltage rises to 63.7% of its final value. So this is the correct option. 4-5 options are given. Which one is correct? Or in terms of current, option given. Or in terms of discharging, given. R given, C given, calculate the time constant. This is about the 1 unit, first unit. Okay, we have covered. And second unit, what? Whatever all types we have seen that you do. Numericals, you may get asked for purely resistive, purely inductive, purely capacitive also. Suppose voltage equation given 10 sine of omega t, and current equation given 12 sine of omega t minus 90 degree. So minus 90 degree है means ये purely inductive circuit है, plus 90 degree है तो purely capacitive circuit है. So they can ask you calculate the power factor or XC, XL, Z. So whatever you get asked, calculate it. Means all types of numericals you do, whatever we have done for second unit. Again, second unit theory all over, means whether current leads, lag, lagging power factor, leading power factor, so and so. Voltage and current equation given in instantaneous form, calculate the impedance, power factor, like this question. Or Z in polar, 2 impedances connected in series given in rectangular form, calculate the resultant. Okay, this is over. Clear, everyone? Means whatever we have done in theory lectures, all type of numericals you do. Any difficulty? Okay. Can I end meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One